Hi guys, Righteous Rhema, Dr. Quinn back again with another video. And today's video, you all, is me checking in on your self-esteem, okay? I'm concerned about how some of you all are protecting your self-esteem, okay? Your self-esteem is a fuel that pushes you through life to accomplish your dreams, your goals, your desires, your purpose, your divine destiny, okay? If you don't have self-esteem, you will sit there on the couch and say, it ain't gonna work. I can't do it. I'm not smart enough. I don't have enough money. When you have low self-esteem, it hinders you from accomplishing your purpose in the earth. And my concern is that it's not coming from within you in and of itself. It's not coming from a stranger in the comment section on TikTok. My concern is that it's coming from people that you allow around you, people that you know, people that even have your same last name, okay? You are allowing people in your atmosphere, in your space, that are saying and doing things to you that are keeping your self-esteem low. I'm going to share with you all 3 quotes I love. One quote is, there is a message in how people talk to you. Just listen. There's a message in how people talk to you. Just listen. Look at how they say little stuff they be saying like, you gonna go for that? You like that? I don't know. Okay, man. You go to school for that? Like that. That's a message. Listen to that. There's a message in that. There's a message in there saying, I don't think you're smart enough for that. I don't think that's gonna work for you. I don't think you should go for it. I don't believe in you. I don't support you. I don't think you're gonna get it done. You don't need people like that in your ear, okay? So that's the first quote. The second quote is, people treat you exactly how they feel about you. You can be blind if you want to. People treat you exactly how they feel about you. You can be blind if you want to. Okay, sometimes we make people, we'll give people excuses and, too much grace. This what we call grace, which is just being a doormat. We'll say, oh yeah, he only did that because, when he was little, his mom, abandoned him, or he watched his dad beat up on his mom, or he was bullied in school, or he was traumatized from war, or we'll let people treat us like the scum on the bottom of their shoe if they give us a good enough sob story. If they give us the perfectly crafted sob story of the century, we'll say, oh, but that's when you hit me in my face. Okay. Oh, that's when you cheated on me 3 times. Okay. You watched your mom do it to your dad. Okay. You all, listen to me. Listen to me. There is no sob story, past, present, or to come, that can justify a person mistreating you. Let me say this again. There is no sob story known to man, past, present, or to come, that can be good enough of a sob story to justify somebody mistreating you. Okay? People are treating you how they feel about you. If they treat you like crap, they view you like crap. Okay? There's no other way around it. That's point blank period. There's nothing you can say to convince me. People treat you how they feel about you. These same people will go in an interview and treat the interviewer amazing. Okay? They'll go into a courtroom and call the judge, Your Honor. They'll get put over by a police officer and say, hi, officer, how's your day? And within a split second of them getting back in your presence, they'll talk to you like a dog. Okay? They know what they're doing. They know exactly what they're doing. Okay? They're hoping that you will believe the sob story. Now the guy that puts them over won't believe the sob story. The judge won't believe the sob story, nor the interviewer. But you're the one who keep allowing these sob stories, are probably not even totally altogether true, to justify somebody mistreating you. There is no sob story known to man, okay? The last quote is, never ignore an offense. It contains too much information. Never ignore an offense. It contains too much information. I never ignore an offense. I never ignore a slight, a jab, a little insult, because I know it's a message in that, okay? The Bible says, out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. Nothing comes out of your mouth that you did not feel overflowing. not a little bit in your heart. The heart is so full, abundant with this feeling about you that it couldn't help but spew out. There is no, oh, I was just joking. You know how they say a drunk man's words are sober man's thoughts? That's how they feel about you, okay? And I'm here to tell you all, your self-esteem can't take another blow, okay? Your self-esteem can't afford another blow, okay? You cannot afford to have another person tear you down and you don't say a word. You're going to have to speak up for yourself, okay? Isaiah 59:19 says, when the enemy comes in like a flood, coming in hot and heavy, the Spirit of the Lord will raise up a standard against them, okay? Let me see what that's talking about. When it says that, I'm going to read this Google AI overview. It talks about, it's a quote from a website called No Longer Lukewarm and some other sources. So based on Isaiah 59:19, this verse means that when overwhelming, sudden, or destructive attacks arrive, talking about the flood, whether spiritual, physical, or emotional, the Spirit of God will intervene and set up a standard, which is like a battle flag or defensive barrier. It indicates God will fight on behalf of his people, stopping the enemy's progress and offering protection, okay? A standard is a battle flag or a banner or rallying point that signals the Lord's authority to halt the attack. You have to start saying, no more. No more. This is it. Y'all, if you don't say nothing else, say stop. When they start coming at you, insulting you, cursing you out, calling you names, yelling at you, screaming at you, at least say stop. You may not, throw like an accusation at them as a Christian. You may not get the police involved. You may not file for divorce. But at least say, this is my banner. Stop. If you keep doing this, I'm going to leave. If you yell at me again, I'm going to go get a hotel. If you curse me out again, I'm going to stay at my mom's for a week. You know what I'm saying? If you do this again, I'm going to leave the job. I'm going to call HR. Okay, I'm going to report you to the news. You need to raise up a standard, y'all. I know sometimes as Christians we have this battle because we're like, he said turn the other cheek, okay? You think Jesus gonna sit there and let people just smack him side to side. He couldn't fulfill purpose if he sat there getting smacked all the time. I mean, there comes a point when it has to stop. But if you're in a 20-year relationship and they're just constantly like wailing on you, like, you got to say stop sometime. You got to start putting up a standard. And I know the physical stuff, you got to make sure you're safe. You got to make a plan before you just leave. But y'all, when you have friends and family and people in your life that are constantly bringing down your self-esteem, you're not going to be able to fulfill purpose, okay? The Bible tells us, do not cast your pearl before swine. You have something precious. You have a treasure in you. You have a purpose. You're made in the image of God. There's a phrase in Latin, Imago Dei, coming from Genesis 1:27, when Elohim said, let us make man in our image, okay? You are in the image of God. You have inherent worth and value just because you're made in God's image. People should respect you, okay? Did you know that? People should have a respect for you as a human being, not because of your degrees, not because of your career, not because of your family, your bloodline, your race, where you live, what kind of car you drive. Everybody deserves respect, okay? Do not tolerate any more disrespect, because if you get one more set of disrespect from a person, I don't think you're going to make it. Some of y'all, if you get disrespected again, you may not want to go into next year. You may unalive yourself. You may start getting on chemicals. You may be done with men altogether. You may switch teams. Some of y'all gonna switch teams. Some of y'all gonna be so bitter. Some of y'all gonna leave the church. Some of y'all gonna end up losing a great job. Some of y'all gonna drop out of school. You're not gonna write the book. You're not gonna start the orphanage, the business, because you're gonna be so low. Y'all, self-esteem is a field that gives us the energy to accomplish purpose, okay? Do not cast your pearl before swine. Do not give what is valuable to pigs and dogs. They do not discern the worth. You say, well, Mitch, they just don't know any better. Well, that's fine. A pig may not know that pearls are worth much of anything. But that don't mean you give the pigs a pearl necklace. They don't know your worth. They don't get to be around you. All right? So I'm going to recommend you all 2 books. These books are so helpful for self-esteem. Nathaniel Branden's The 6 Pillars of Self-Esteem, and also Honoring the Self. You all, when I tell y'all you're in God's image and you're beautiful and you're amazing and you are so special, and everybody in your space that say that they love you, they should treat you as such. Thanks for watching, guys. My book on Amazon and Kindle. Bye.